So Simon, with President Trump's recent changes to the custom rules and the removal of the de minimis threshold on the 29th, what do clients need to think about right now?
Well, it is quite a momentous change, Michael, quite a momentous change. It's really going to affect small to medium enterprises where goods that are valued less than $800 when they arrive in the US will be subject to customs duty, whereas before they were exempt. Most countries have an exemption on low-value goods. President Trump obviously felt that the system was being exploited, so he's removed the de minimis limit. Now, that's quite telling in that now it's an extra duty cost. So clients need to think about how they're going to cover that duty cost. Who's going to bear that duty cost? Are they going to bear the duty cost? Is the importer either related or unrelated to them? Is they going to bear the duty cost? If it's direct to consumer, is the consumer going to bear the duty cost? I presume they're going to have to. So it's going to increase their costs. But what they need to do, obviously, is now there will be extra documentary paperwork as well. So whereas before there were simplified customs declarations, now there's going to be likely to be a requirement to fill in more robust customs documentation. So that's going to be a cost to the business. So they need to be looking at how much is that going to cost me to put extra documentation in? Where is that duty cost going to go? Who's going to bear that cost? And how am I going to absorb that in terms of running my business? So these are big things. However, that said, we're still in a good position with the trade agreement. That's 10%. So it's just something for companies to bear in mind that there will be extra requirements. If they're prepared, then the goods will continue to move as normal. If they're not prepared, then obviously they're going to be held up at US Customs while they submit the relevant paperwork. So there's stuff to do, but it's not insurmountable. It's just really that loss of the de minimis limit means there's lots and lots of potential extra duty to pay, and deciding how you're going to deal with that as a business.
Excellent. And if a founder or CFO is worried about this, what should they do?
Well, first and foremost is they need to speak to either a professional advisor. They can speak to their freight forwarder. Some freight forwarders are actually quite responsive, some are not, but don't always, and I'm not going to disrespect freight forwarders, but some freight forwarders just want to get the goods moved as quickly as possible. But there are some good ones who will give you some good advice. So seek help if you're unsure about, do my goods meet that limit? Am I going to be faced with customs duty? What happens at the other end in the US, and who's going to deal with it? Because there are answers. You don't have to be left in the dark. Pick up the phone, give us a call, give your freight forwarder a call, and just ask the question about who's going to deal with it. And then have an inward-looking conversation where you decide how we're going to absorb those costs. And again, we can probably help with that as well.
Perfect. Excellent. Thank you so much, Simon.
You're welcome.